This is the Negro Ninja, and before we start, I want y'all to take a look at the t-shirts in the description. Alright, if you are serious about expressing your masculinity, I highly recommend those shirts. You wear those shirts in the right environments and you don't know what the heck will happen. Okay, because you'll be surprised at how serious people take heterosexuality. Okay, like some chicks actually enjoy that shit, or some dudes will just salute you for it. Okay, and once again, it could open up doors for you. You just never know. So I highly recommend y'all check out those shirts. Shit, y'all can even wear it with your girlfriend. It can be a couple shirt. It can be a squad shirt where all the bros is wearing it. Y'all know what time it is. But you looking over here, you trying to get this penis? What's up? Just you can get creative with it. Just check it out. All right. Anyway, this is the Negro Ninja, and I have an Omegle story for y'all. All right, and I was on Omegle, and I got done talking to one chick, or she probably skipped me or something. Actually, that's what happened. I got skipped. I was pretty annoyed. I was like, "Oh, you stupid bitch! Oh, you stupid bitch!" Then I got to this one dude. Okay, and usually I would just kind of skip. I talk to dudes on there sometimes. But this shit here, you can just tell that shit was supposed to happen right here. Okay. Hey, man, what's good? Talking to me like we bros and shit. I'm like, hey, what's good? What's up, bro? Okay. Man, these bitches on here, bro, man. Bitch just skipped me like I was ugly. I'm like, bitch. Okay. And I think that he was basically saying that she didn't really look all that good herself. Now, he's not an ugly dude, but at least he understands, okay, where he stands. All right. So he was very annoyed at it. Okay. And that was just too funny. He was just furious. He was like, yeah, man, I'm about to, I'm like, what you up to? I'm about to shoot one of these hoes, bruh. I said, nigga, don't do that. Okay, you just talking shit. No, I'm dead ass. I'm like, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. I'm like, whatever. You don't do that type of shit. I understand you, bro. Like, hoes make you feel that way. Like, these hoes basically invoke that type of spirit on you, bro. You don't let them do that shit. Okay. And it's very funny because once again, you got to think about hoes' obsession with serial killers and horror stories and shit. Okay. They think Ted Bundy is handsome and awesome. He's so charming. Okay. Then not to mention all the other serial killer documentaries to where a serial killer will have a hoe that even goes as far as hide evidence for him and shit. This is nothing to be taken lightly. Okay. So let's just think about this. All right. Hold on. All right, and it goes back to that interview with the narcissist that I was playing in the stream a while back, and how he says that narcissists basically one of the reasons they do what they do is because it has a snowball effect. So they're basically just walking around tainting people. So a hoe is shitting on you. Okay, what they say, you reap what you sow, but this bitch is not shitting fertilizer. That shit is just toxic. Okay, and a lot of dudes is not going to grow into, something that farmers would call nutritious and helpful to the crops, or to the farm or whatever. It's just going to be poison fruits or whatever, or poison vegetables. Okay, and some of that stuff don't even kill people on the spot when they eat it. Some niggas just get sick and don't even know they're sick, and then just throw up over somebody at the right moment. That's what that shit is like. That's what these hoes trying to do. Okay, treat those how you want to be treated. There's a reason why Jesus says this. He's not just saying it because he wants you to hold on. He's not just saying it just because he wants you to be nice. He wants you to plant good seeds or whatever and grow good crops. Nurture the environment is what he's talking about. Okay, on some level. All right, but I'm not really taking this dude seriously. I'm like, look, bro, and once again, he probably just talking shit. But at the same time, sometimes when you're talking shit, you can kind of get drunk off of what you're saying. Okay, but I'm like, nah, I ain't taking him seriously. Okay, I'm like, you ain't gonna do that shit, bro. Yeah, bro, I'm dead ass. All right, then we was about to leave. I'm like, all right, then, bro. He was like, I'm about to go out there, bro. I was like, whatever. I said, just don't do it. I'm gonna think about you, bro. I'm like, yeah, and don't do it, nigga. Peace. But he was really pissed, and Omegle can do that to you. Okay, just like that old video I was talking about. I forgot exactly how it was titled, but it was when I first started doing videos in that first year or first 2 years, and I think it was something along the lines of, when you're having a bad day, it's good to avoid women. Okay, and that was around the time when I was telling y'all what happened when I started ignoring women. And I was like, damn, I was like, when I just stopped looking at these bitches, my day was just much more peaceful. I never thought about how angry bitches made me until I started going out of my way not to look. But you know that changed because this is Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, you don't want to play into a Rainbow Zombies delusion. I don't see you looking at no girls. Okay, I'm like, you finna see now, nigga. Look at me, look at our booty. Does that offend you? Does it offend you as much as my unapologetically straight shirt, nigga? Okay. So keeping this going. Okay, this shit here is real. You don't know what you will do under the right circumstances when it comes to being around bitches when you're not at your best. Okay, you don't be around women when you're not at your mental best. Okay, nobody takes its toll on a nigga like a bitch does. They the closest ones to us. But this nigga here was really drained from that shit. Okay, and like I said, he didn't look like nobody that'll just go out there and do crazy shit. He looked like a regular dude. He was a cool dude. Okay, I don't think he was black though. He had long hair and stuff. It seemed like just a laid back fellow. So I'm like, for as nigga this seemingly laid back to be talking this type of shit, that is, they must have did some dumb shit. Okay, because you got to also take into account what he may have dealt with before he even got on Omegle. That's how bad bitches are. Okay, this shit is real. All right, talking to these hoes is like talking to demons. They always gaslighting. But the stupid thing about this is, it's like the bitch is the gaslight. Okay, that's before you even talk to her and hear her stupid double talking and games and lies and shit. All right, I'm telling you. All right, and it's funny because one of my subscribers, he's a cool dude. He was asking me. Let me see if I can find the question real quick because I want to say it in a good way. He says, "What's your advice on social awkwardness and how to get over it?" And let me see my response. I said, the only thing I can say is go somewhere where you have easy access to people in a setting where you can be comfortable in. Omegle is a great way for everybody to practice, regardless of whether or not they're socially awkward. Okay, and that is true. However, I also should have said that you may need to be supervised, like even if you are an adult sometimes, because like these bitches do some stupid shit on here. Okay, and depending on your self-esteem, you may need somebody there just to flat out tell you, just to put you in the right mindset. Okay, because you got to realize that, and I'm not saying that the person asking me this is one of these people, but one thing I can say is when I started making videos and started seeing people trolling me on other channels and how those people in the comment section think, a lot of dudes don't even know where they stand. They don't even know who is actually attractive and who's not attractive because they only going based off of how a woman may treat people. That's why I don't trust dudes that are sitting around and make fun of dudes for getting curved and stuff like that. It don't matter how cool you are. She'll do that to anybody. Okay, like I said, get on Omegle and see. Okay, look at how I look. Okay, and they still play games. And now that I think about it, the fact that I talk to so many girls on Omegle is an accomplishment in itself, because they will usually just skip people. Like some dudes don't get to talk to chicks at all. That's how rough it is sometimes on here. Like even if you put in the right tag, sometimes they just skip you. But but I talked to a lot of them bitches on there. But even still, despite the fact that it's a lot of bitches that skip. Okay. And then sometimes the same bitches that skip her will eventually start talking, and then I realize that it's better off that this bitch skip because she had nothing to offer, and they usually turn out to be trolls. And let me just talk to you. I said, shit, you skipped me like 3 times. She's like, shit, bro, I'll be out here toasted white bitch. Okay, she wasn't a bad looking white hoe either. She was at least a 6.5. Petite, not too thin. Okay, not too thick. Just just a good size. And yeah, bro, I just be toasted. I'm not gonna lie to you. And it kind of, I be on here, and it brings out my mean side. The toastiness bring out my mean side. I'm like, so how do you act normally? Well, pretty much more or less the same, but the drunkenness really brings it out. Then she just started trolling me like, I said, what? You can't hear me? It must be a you thing. It must be a you thing. I forgot exactly what she was saying, but it was just gibberish. I said, why you hoes just take time out of y'all days just to fuck with people? Okay, then, I skip her or whatever, or she skipped me. Okay, and I think that's when I got to that dude just after bitch after her. It was just stupid. But that's what will happen to you on here. You got to, come into this. Like I said, it's good practice. Just don't come on here expecting much. Don't take it too seriously. Like you can't take these hoes seriously. Now you might actually get some friends on here. Like I got some subs from Omegle and shit, and I have actually made some female acquaintances on here. Okay, that's like last night I made a female acquaintance. Okay, she got some big ass breasts too. I would show y'all, but she probably don't want y'all to see it right now. But there's some big ass titties. Like let me tell you something about this chick, bro. Okay, I'm not really into thick chicks like that, and she one of them plus size girls. Okay, but like she one of the type of girls that work out to stay shaped like that. So she'll wear the waist trainer, so she got shapes. Okay, and I'm just like, well, damn, I ain't really into big girls like that, but I'm into you. You'll get this penis. Okay, and them titties just like the Hot Wheels ramp. That shit just be at you. Like, oh, that's that 3D shit right there. I paid 3D money to see this shit here. I paid the extra $5 shit. Okay. But that's how them titties is. I'm like, that shit, they're crazy. I'm like, you got them old Laura Croft titties. Okay. She on point, actual babe. Okay. Legit. She didn't get mad at none of the shit I was saying about hoes either. She even subbed to the channel. I'm like, look, okay, we can talk as long as you want to. Just keep them things in front of my face shut. But I wasn't that shallow, though. She a cool chick, though. She cool. But anyway, it was another chick prior to that. I mean, like, it was some dumb bitches on here that night. Trust me. That's why she was a relief. Okay. But going back to the gaslighting, let me tell you something. Okay. You want somebody, if you're a young person watching this, be on Omegle supervised. Don't underestimate how stupid this shit can go. Okay. Even if you are over 13 or something, don't underestimate this shit. Get somebody to be with you if you got especially if you're not really sure, if you haven't came into yourself yet, get guidance and test it out. So I'm talking to these two young hoes from DeKalb County. Okay, that was black. Okay, and they wasn't really ugly, but they wasn't my type. Let me give you a picture. They wasn't fat, but they wasn't obese. That was on the thick side. They wasn't as thick as this voluptuous chick I'm talking about, but they wasn't like she shape. She worked out to keep herself like that. They wasn't like that. They just like typical sloppy chicks, or possibly sloppy chicks. I can just tell they was big. That was about 13 or whatever. And I said, shit, I'm 34. Does that creep you out? And I like fucking with chicks because I know a lot of chicks are coward. So does that creep you out? Oh no, why would it creep us out? We just talking. I'm like, that's what I be trying to tell these hoes. So we talk like that, and it seemed cool, but they kind of sassy. Okay, and the chick right here, always the better looking chick on the screen, while the chick that don't look as good is outside the screen and being more sassy, talking shit. And the chick outside the screen basically said, "You're cute." I said, "Oh, thank you." Okay, she said, "I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her." And I'm like, anybody that's on here and hear some shit like that, you would think they're going to be talking to you. I'm like, why don't you just say that without just letting me know that it's her? Okay, she was gaslighting. She was just fucking with me. Then she says, I mean, well, you are cute too, I guess. I said, you guess? And I'm thinking to myself, okay. I'm like, hold on, you guess? I'm like, bitch, you ain't even my type. And I ain't say it, but I was thinking it because as a man, especially when you're handsome, every chick around you should feel like they're your type. You don't really want to be, you got to set a good environment and all this type of stuff. But even still, that shit just pisses you off that a chick would just take the opportunity to be a predator and do some backhanded shit like that. Okay, so I was a little hot, but I said, I don't like this shit that you just did. You know, I ain't appreciate that. You know, that's the most I said. Then we just started talking, and turns out she like rainbow zombies, but we didn't get into no argument. And we actually had like, you know, a pretty non-hostile conversation. Okay, then she was saying stuff like, they just be trying to break you. That's why they'll try to follow you around and, you know, be seen and shit. They just want to break you. And I'm like, you okay with that? You hang around the motherfuckers and you know that shit? So that pretty much just tell you the mindset right there. These bitches ain't good. Okay, but they didn't argue, so seeds was planted. Then I skipped to another chick, and a similar conversation happened. No argument. And I'm talking to them. They don't seem to be listening, but you never know because they didn't skip. So we ended on good terms. I'm like, all right, peace. That's when I get to this voluptuous chick. I'm like, God dang, you voluptuous. Okay. And, you know, nerves of steel. She didn't even seem like she's going to, you know, kick my ass for saying it later. Okay. Oh, you got a YouTube? I'm like, shit, yeah, but I don't want you to know about it. Why? I'm like, look, I be talking shit that you don't want to hear. She was like, look, you know, she's like, so why would I get mad unless I'm going to do some of the shit you're talking about? And I was like, so she's a cool chick, real cool. Okay. But, I don't even know how I got to talking about her, but she really that cool though. Anyway, but it just goes to show you how just a little bit can make a huge difference. Because it was some dumb bitches on there that night. All it took was just one decent chick. Okay, and that shit just flowed. I'm like, this shit here smooth as hell. Okay, so just imagine, okay, you actually finding a decent chick that is actually going to be involved with you romantically after all this bullshit you've been through. Little stuff like God be talking about planting seeds. That stuff, that it makes a huge difference. That's why Satan is big on, you know, he want to take if you give Satan an inch, he'll take a mile. That's why he don't even want to give you an inch. Okay, so this type of stuff is deep, and that's why I say every dude should count the victories that they have with these hoes. Okay, so she you know, I wouldn't call her that though, but you get what I'm saying. You know, if you get good interactions, just cherish the shit. Because a lot of bitches are out here stupid. Okay. Lots of dudes have done catastrophic things due to these little stupid interactions with these hoes. It's real out here. Because as you heard, this dude talking the type of shit he was talking, and once again, it's talk. Okay, you do got to be careful what you say, because you can actually hype yourself up unknowingly. I'm finna beat this nigga's ass. You just saying it, but you don't really got no intentions of doing it. Then if you say it enough, you might actually walk over there and punch this nigga. You got to be careful with it. And I guess that's all I got to say for this rant, since it's almost 20 minutes. And this has been the Negro Ninja, bringing you your Negro message for today. Negro out.